Hello everyone, welcome to Swiflearn, India's most sincere learning destination for classes 1 to 10. This is Aishi and today I'm back with another new chapter which is fractions. Okay, so before we dive into the topic, let me give you a brief description about Swiflearn for those who are new to this channel. So at Swiflearn, we provide 100% live and interactive classes at the comfort of your home and according to your convenient timings. Here in one single batch, we have a maximum of 6 students, never more than 6 students. If you want, you can also opt for one-to-one tuition as well. We have a dedicated academic mentor team who is going to guide you and track your progress throughout your journey. We covered the syllabus as per the school exam schedule and we handle custom requests as well. Coming to key features of Swiflearn, at the end of every month, we are going to provide you with a detailed progress report and we are also going to share it with your parents. We recognize the importance of practice and hence at Swiflearn, you can take unlimited practice tests. On every Sunday, you can also opt for the scholarship test of Swiflearn, which is the Swiflearn Academic Test Series. And we not only cover objective questions, but subjective questions as well for your school exams. So simply go to the Swiflearn website and book a free trial class today. For those who are new to this channel, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit on the bell icon so that you never miss any update from us, as on this channel we share a lot of helpful videos, knowledgeable videos related to various topics and various subjects. So that is going to be really helpful for you. Alright, so let's begin with our fractions. Our objectives will be to understand the meaning of fractions, numerators and denominators, types of fraction, proper and improper fractions and equivalent fractions. So we are going to cover a lot of things today. Now, simply look at this example. Alright, so look at this group of elephants. Some of the elephants are of pink color, right? So you can see that some of the elements are pink in color and some of the elements are elephants are of gray color that we know of, right? Alright, here you have an interesting fact. Do you know that pink elephants actually exist? Although they are extremely rare, albino elephants can appear to be pink as well as white. Wow, so we do have pink elephants. You can Google about it, right? Okay, now with the help of elephants, they want to make you understand about the concept of fractions. So just see, first you find out the total number of elephants. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So there are 7 total number of elements and how many elephants are pink in color? 1, 2 and 3. Right. Now, just with the help of these two informations, that is the total number of elements and the required number of elements. That means what? The number of pink elephants, we can find out the fraction. So how will you do it? Basically, so just imagine my hand. This is like a horizontal line that is going to separate two numbers. Okay. So this is the horizontal line. Now below the horizontal line, we are going to write the total number of elephants. So what are the total number of elephants over here? 7, right? We already counted. And above this horizontal line, we are going to write the number of pink elephants. So how many pink elephants are there? 1, 2, 3. So on the top of the horizontal line, simply write down 3. And here you have your answer. So this is the fraction of the elephants that are pink in color. Okay, this is how we solve problems related to fractions. So what information we can get with the help of this fraction? We can see that because our fraction is, so just see, total number of elephants are 7. Why? Because I told you that below the horizontal line, we write the total number of elements and above the horizontal line, we are writing the number of pink elephants, right? So we can get that number of pink elephants are 3. Total number of elephants there are 7. So we can also find out that how many elephants are not pink, right? With the help of this information. If there are 7 total elephants and 3 of them are pink in color, so definitely 7 minus 3, 4 elephants are not pink in color. Okay, so we can get so many informations by looking at this one single fraction. So what is a fraction? Fraction represents part of a whole. A fraction show part of one whole thing or group. Okay, so anything that you have as a whole, whenever we consider some part of this whole, we are going to call it as the fraction, right? So for example, see, this is our pizza and I have divided this pizza into 4 equal parts. Okay, 4 equal parts. Therefore, if I tell you that what part of the pizza is covered in this tomato sauce, right? Just consider this is the tomato sauce. So first you tell me below the horizontal line, how many total parts of pizza are there? 4, right? And how many parts are covered with tomato sauce? Only one part, this one. So simply write down 1. Okay, so what is happening? We are taking a part of the whole. This is our fraction, and we can get so many information that there are total 4 parts of pizza. 1 part is covered in tomato sauce. That means 4 minus 1, 3 parts of the pizza are not covered in tomato sauce, right? Okay, this is the definition of fraction. So fractions are made up of 2 numbers, as I was showing you with the examples. So generally this is the horizontal line, and whatever number we write above the top number is called as the numerator, and the below number, okay, the number that we write below the horizontal line, we call it as the denominator. All right, so the fraction goes like numerator by denominator. Okay, so if I have a fraction like 3 by 7, then this 3 will be our numerator because this is the top number, and this 7 will be our denominator because this is the bottom number. All right, okay, moving on. See, numerator means what? The number of parts that we are talking about, right? So I told you in case of pizza also, which part has got tomato sauce on it. So we were talking about that particular part of pizza and we wrote it down. And denominator means the number of equal parts in the whole. So I told you that the pizza has been divided into 4 equal parts. That's why in the denominator part we wrote 4. So number of equal parts in the whole. Now we use fractions in daily life. What are the examples? Eating at a restaurant. Think about the time you go to a restaurant with friends and the waitress brings a single bill, right? So you have gone to a restaurant with your friends and the waitress has brought a single bill. All right. So now what will happen? To divide this bill among the friends, you will use fractions, right? So you will decide that individually each person should pay how much, should contribute how much for this total entire bill. So there also we are using fractions. In case of pizza also, pizza example I've already shown you. Dividing the pizza slices equally amongst everyone requires fractions. And test and exams. So scores of test and exams are generally expressed as fractions, right? So whatever marks that you get. So we say now, maybe we say that 10 out of 15. Someone got 10 out of 15. That means what? Total marks was 15. Total marks was 15 and 10 is the marks obtained, right? Marks obtained by the student. So see, here also we are using fractions. Okay, moving on. All right, let's do some visualization of fractions. Let's see. Yeah. So you just, I'll draw something and I'll color. So you just try to answer. All right. So just look at the figure. What I'm doing is, so for now, simply ignore this one. You try to answer my question. All right. So I'm asking you that what is the fraction represented by this diagram? So as you can see, total number of pieces, if you count of this circle, you will get 12, right? So below the horizontal line, you will write 12. And if I ask you that, you know, what fraction of this diagram is red in color, right? Red in color. So how many parts are red in color? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can simply write down 4 by 12. And this will be our desired fraction. Got it? Okay. Now they have asked us to represent this fraction 1 out of 9. All right. So let's try to represent 1 out of 9. That means denominator is 9, means they are asking for 9 pieces in total. So here we have our 9 total pieces, and out of these 9 total pieces, they want to represent only 1 piece. So see, this fraction will be now 1 by 9, right? Because total number of pieces are 9 and we are representing just 1 piece in red color. Therefore, this is the correct representation. Now, let's take a new shape and they are asking us to represent 17 out of 20. So what will you do? So first, let's, in the denominator you have 20, means let's make the total number of parts as 20 at first. Okay, so see, as you can see, 20 pieces, so total number of equal parts has become 20 now, and now we have to represent 17. So 1 2 3 sorry 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17, right? So now you can see how many parts. So it's not necessary that all the parts have to be side by side, or they have to come in a sequential form or line by line, right? You just need to count the total number of red lines that I have drawn. So you will see that 17 are red in color out of all these 20 pieces. Okay, so this is done. Now they are asking us to represent 2 out of 4. Okay, so we need 4 pieces in total. So here I am doing 4 pieces, and we want to represent 2 pieces out of that. So this is now the fraction for representing 2 by 4. All right. Let's take another piece. So it is 16 by 17. So let's make the total number of pieces as 17, and they have asked us to represent 16. So 16 should be red in color. Let's do it. So basically all of them will be red in color except one, right? So this now represents 16 out of 17. Okay, I hope that you understood this one. So this was just a visualization. So now let's come back to our lesson. All right, now coming to the types of fractions. Okay, so there are mainly 3 types of fractions. One is called as the proper fraction. Second type of fraction is called as the improper fraction. The third type of fraction is called as the mixed fraction. So proper fraction, improper fraction, mixed fraction. Okay, now let's learn about these types of fractions one by one. Now, what is a proper fraction? A proper fraction is a fraction whose numerator is smaller than its denominator. Okay, for example, say 2 by 5. So numerator is the top number. So this 2 is less than 5, right? That means the numerator is smaller than the denominator. Therefore, we are going to call it as the proper fraction. Okay, it can be any fraction. Maybe 100 by in the denominator you have 100, and on the numerator you have 99. So still 99 is less than 100, right? Therefore, this is a proper fraction because the numerator is less than the denominator. And another important point to be noted, all proper fractions have a value less than 1. Okay, so why is this happening? See, so if I consider, say suppose I am writing 5 by 5. Okay, so the numerator and denominator both are same. So whenever the numerator and denominator are both are same, so we will learn about it a bit later. But for now, you can just understand that whenever the numerator and denominator both are same, we can actually represent it as 1. That means 1 whole. For example, if we have a pizza and if it is divided into 4 equal parts, and I'm sprinkling some cheese on the 4 parts only. Now I'm asking you that tell me the fraction of the pizza that have got cheese on it. So total number of parts will be 4, and the number of parts that have cheese on it will be 4, right? So basically it is covering the entire pizza, right? It is becoming 1 whole. Okay, so when this numerator is becoming equal to the denominator, this is actually becoming equal to 1. And we know that in our proper fraction, the numerator should always be less. So when we say 4 by 5, 3 by 5, 2 by 5, 1 by 5. So now you can see that these are all less than 1, right? Because this is 1. And here we have our proper fractions, and all these proper fractions have a value less than 1. That's why, so this is a very important point that you need to remember. All proper fractions have a value less than 1. Okay. Next one, improper fraction. Improper fraction is simply the opposite of proper fraction. So here the numerator is greater than the denominator. Okay, for example, we can say 5 by 3. So the numerator is 5. This numerator is now greater than the denominator. All right, and here another important point to be noted, all improper fractions have a value greater than 1. All the improper fractions have a value greater than 1. Do you want to see an example? For example, if I say 5 by 3, okay, 5 by 3 means what? 5 is divided by 3. This actually means 5 is divided by 3. So if you divide this 5 by 3, then you will get 3 ones are 3, and then you will get the remainder as 2. All right, and you just understand. So when we will do mixed fractions, you will understand why is this happening. But what we can do is, after this division, we write the quotient and we take the remainder and we write it here, and we take the divisor and we write it here. So this becomes a mixed fraction now, that is 1 whole and 2 by 3. Okay, so something more than 1, right? So this is like 1 plus 2 by 3, more than 1. Okay, so for now I gave you this. You don't need to understand this example completely, but for now simply understand that why we are telling that all improper fractions have a value greater than 1. So there is a reason behind it. Okay, so I simply showed you the reason. Now, okay, you have a question, that is identify the proper and improper fraction. 2 by 3. 2, so numerator is smaller than the denominator. This is going to be a proper fraction. 1 by 3. 1 is lesser than 3. That means numerator is smaller than the denominator. This will be a proper fraction. 7 by 3. Here the numerator is greater than the denominator. Therefore, it will be an improper fraction. 3 by 2. Here the numerator is greater than the denominator. Therefore, this will be called as the improper fraction as well. 9 by 11. Numerator is less than the denominator. Therefore, this will be called as a proper fraction. 11 by 7. Numerator is greater than the denominator. Therefore, this will be our improper fraction. Okay, done, easy. So just remember 2 points. Proper fraction, numerator smaller than denominator. Improper fraction, numerator greater than the denominator. Now, coming to our mixed fraction. So, mixed fraction basically means you have a whole number and a proper fraction. Okay, whole number and a proper fraction. For example, 6 3 by 2. All right. Yeah. Or we can say actually maybe 6. This is not a proper fraction, right? 3 by 2 is not a proper fraction. So, simply make it 2 by 3. When we make it 2 by 3, now this will be a proper fraction. So 6 will be the whole number and 2 by 3. Yeah. See, 2 by 3 is the proper fraction over here. So the mixed fraction is consisting of 2 parts. One will be the whole number. The other part will be the proper fraction. All right. Similarly, you can also say, so when we say 18 and 3 by 4, so 18 is the whole number, 3 by 4 is the proper fraction. Therefore, this is a mixed fraction because we have a whole number and we have a proper fraction. Next, we have 2 whole 2 by 5. Here also we have a whole number and a proper fraction. That means what? So, this is a mixed fraction. Why is this a mixed fraction? Because we have a whole number and we also have a proper fraction. 2 is the whole number and 2 by 5 is the proper fraction. Now, you will be given to convert the improper fraction into mixed fraction. So, I was already showing it to you, right? Conversion. So just see how this conversion is going to happen. Let me just, so 8 by 3. All right, let's just do it. I'm going to do it in front of you. 8 by 3 means what? Basically 8 is divided by 3. So 8 will be the dividend and 3 will be the divisor. Now 3 2s are 6, right? So 2 is the remainder. Now to convert it, so this is our improper fraction, right? We have to convert it into mixed fraction. What you will do is, take the quotient and write it as the whole number in the mixed fraction. So quotient becomes the whole number part. Take the remainder, that is going to form the numerator of the proper fraction, and take the divisor, so that is going to form the denominator of the proper fraction. So we have converted the improper fraction 8 by 3 into the mixed fraction 2 whole 2 by 3. All right, very, very simple. Simply divide it. Whatever is the quotient, make it as the whole number. Whatever is the remainder will become the numerator of the proper fraction, and whatever is the divisor will become the denominator of the proper fraction. This is how you can convert the improper fraction into mixed fraction. So let's do some more examples. So we have 18 by 7, right? That means 18 is divided by 7. I am solving. So 2s are 14. We will get 4. So now what will happen? 2 is our quotient. So we will write the quotient as the whole number part. 4 is the remainder. So 4 will be the numerator. And 7 is the divisor. So 7 will be the denominator. Therefore 2 whole 4 by 7. We have converted the improper fraction 18 by 7 into the mixed fraction. Okay. Alright. Now let's come to B. So we have 7 divided by 3. So 3 2s are 6, we will get 1. So 2 will be the whole number part, quotient, 1 is the remainder, 1 will be the numerator of the fraction, and 3 is the divisor, 3 will be the denominator of the fraction. Therefore, we have converted the improper fraction 7 by 3 into the mixed fraction 2 whole 1 by 3. Next, come to C. 9 divided by 2. Right? So 2 4s are 8. When you subtract it, you will get the remainder as 1. So quotient will form the whole number part, that is 4. Remainder will form the numerator, so 1 will be the numerator, and divisor will form the denominator. So see, we have a whole number and we have a proper fraction. Therefore, we converted it into a mixed fraction. Next, we have 22 by 7. So what to do with it? So 22 divided by 7. So 7 3s are 21, minus you will get a 1. Therefore, the whole number part is going to be 3, right? Because quotient is going to form the whole number part, and the remainder is going to form the numerator of the mixed fraction, and this 7, that is the divisor, is going to form the denominator of the mixed fraction. So 3 whole 1 by 7, that is going to be the mixed fraction. This is how you can convert improper fraction into mixed fraction. Now, just now we converted improper fraction to mixed fraction. Similarly, we can also convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction. So how to do it? Just see. We have 2 whole 2 by 3, right? This is a mixed fraction. So simply look at this direction that I'm drawing. So first you take this 2 into 3. Alright, simply do 2 times 3 or 3 times 2, same thing. So we are taking this 2 and 3 and we are multiplying it. Therefore, we will get a 6 at this part. Now take the remainder, that means the numerator, go upwards, right? Take this, this was the remainder, or you can say the remainder. So do this and make a plus. So 6 plus 2 will be 8. Okay? So 8 will be the numerator now. And what will be present as the denominator? So 2 whole 2 by 3, right? So here the denominator is 3. So the denominator is going to remain as 3 only. Okay. So basically what has happened? When we converted this 8 by 3 into our mixed fraction, then also we got 2's are 6. So 2, we got 2 whole 2 by 3, right? And now we are going in this direction. We are taking this and we want to make it as 8 by 3. That's how you can do it. So just see, simply go in the diagonal direction at first. So 2 into 3 is going to give you a 6. And if you do 6 plus 2 is going to give you 8, which is nothing but the dividend, right? That is the dividend. And that will form the numerator of the improper fraction, and the denominator will be the divisor itself, that is 3. Or whichever is present over here, this 3 is going to be the denominator. Okay, this is how we can convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction. Now let's try some examples. Let's do it. First one. So first I told you, simply do this. That means what? 2 times 3. 2 times 3 is 6. And then 6 plus this one. 6 plus this one is 7. Okay. And so what will be the final answer? 7 will be the numerator and the denominator will be this 3. So answer will be 7 by 3. Done. Okay. Now let's solve question number B. So first go in the diagonal direction and do multiplication. That means 2 times 2. 2 times 2, that is going to give us a 4, right? And this numerator we are going to add with this 4. So you will do 4 plus 1, that is 5. So 5 will form the numerator of our improper fraction and denominator will be this 2 itself. Okay. So denominator will be 2. Answer is 5 by 2. Let's solve the third one. We have 7 whole 1 by 3. So first go in this direction. That means 7 into 3. That is 21. And then 21 plus this number at the top. So 22, right? So 22 will be the numerator and 3 is going to form the denominator, right? 3 is going to form the denominator. That is, the divisor is going to remain as the denominator of the improper fraction as well. Coming to the fourth problem, we have 2 whole 9 by 11. Right, so what you will do, first go in the diagonal direction. That means 2 into 11, that is 22. And we have to add this 9, right? We have to add this 9. So 22 plus 9 is going to give you this here 11 and 3. So you are getting 31. Okay, so it will be 31 divided by whatever is the divisor over here. That will be now 11. This 11 will be now the denominator over here. Okay. This is how you can convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction. Now, let's come to equivalent fractions. Fractions with different numerators and denominators that represent the same value or proportion of the whole are known as equivalent fractions. Okay, so how does this work? So if I tell you a fraction 2 by 4, 2 by 4, so you think of a number that can divide both the numerator and denominator. 2, right? 2 can divide 2 also, and 2 can divide 4 also. Yes or no? Yeah. So now what we will do is we will simply write the quotient over here. So 2 divided by 2. So 2 is the number that we have thought of, right? So you can simply write 2 divided by 2, and we are dividing 4 also with the same answer. So 4 divided by 2. So what is the quotient you will get? You are getting 1. 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 4 divided by 2 is 2. So you are getting 1 by 2. So this means that 2 by 4 is equivalent to the fraction 1 by 2. Okay. And you can even verify it. So even if you take the fraction 1 by 2, and so whenever we divide or multiply something in fraction, you have to do it on both the numerator as well as the denominator. So if I multiply both the numerator and denominator by 2, okay, I am multiplying both the numerator as well as the denominator by 2, then you will get the answer as 2 by 4. See, so this is the proof that these will be equivalent fractions. Okay, the same thing goes for 1 by 3. So 1 by 3, now we are multiplying both the numerator as well as the denominator with the same number. So what we can do? So 1 into 3 divided by 3 into 3. Okay, we are multiplying both the numerator and denominator by the same number. So you will get the answer as 3 by 9. That means 1 by 3 is equal to 3 by 9. Okay. And even if you take 3 by 9 and if you divide it, that means if you reduce it, this is called as the reduction of the fraction. That means when you divide both the numerator as well as the denominator by the same number. So if I do 3 divided by 3, and here also I am doing 9 divided by 3, you will get the answer as 1 by 3, right? So again, the other way around also we verified that 3 by 9 is equal to 1 by 3. Okay. Now, let's solve this. Let's see. So find the value of x. So here some relations are given to you and you have to find the value of x. So the first fraction given to you is 3 by 4. From 3 by 4, they have taken 6 by 8. So how can you make this 3 into 6? See, just think of it. So if you do 3 into 2, in the numerator you are doing into 2. So in the denominator also you have to do into 2. So you will get 6 by 8. Right? Simple. Again, you take this first fraction, and so we have already multiplied it with 2. Now to make this 3 into 9, we can multiply both the numerator and denominator by 3. Okay, so 3 times 3 is going to give you a 9, and 4 times 3 is going to give you a 12. See, here you have your answer 9 by 12 by multiplying this 3 by 4 by 3. Next, that means what? This is going sequentially. 2, 3. So for the next one, let's take 4. And also we have a hint, right? It is already given, 12. That means what? 3 times 4. So because we are multiplying the numerator by 4, we also have to multiply the denominator by 4. So it is going to give us 12 by 16. Therefore, the value of x is going to be 16. Okay? This is how you can simply find it out by taking the original fraction, the reduced or the simplest form of fraction, and multiplying both the numerator and denominator by the same number. You will get all the equivalent fractions. Next question, find the 5 equivalent fractions for 4 by 5. Okay, 4 by 5. So do the same thing. Multiply both the numerator and denominator by the same number. So first let's do with 2. Then you will get 8 by 10. So 8 by 10 will be our first equivalent fraction. Okay, you can write that. Now let's take again 4 by 5 and multiply that by 3 on both the parts. So you will get 12 by 15. Therefore 12 by 15 will be our second equivalent fraction. Very, very easy. Now let's take the original fraction and multiply both the numerator and denominator by 4. So you will get 16 by 20. Therefore 16 by 20 will be our third equivalent fraction. Again, let's take the original fraction and multiply it by 5, both the sides. So you will get 20 by 25, right? So 20 by 25 will be our fourth equivalent fraction. Now let's do it with 6. So 4 into 6, 5 into 6, you will get 24 by 30. Therefore, 24 by 30 will be our fifth equivalent fraction. So we found it. So simply take this simplest form of fraction and keep on multiplying both the numerator and denominator by the same number, and you will keep on getting the equivalent fractions. Okay. Now look at this one. Arrange the fractions in descending order. Okay, now you can see that all these fractions have got different denominators, so it is quite difficult, right? So what we will do is we will try to make all the denominators same. So for that, you simply find out the LCM of the denominators. That means LCM of 5, 15, 10 and 30. Okay, so let's do it. Let's find out the LCM at first. So 5, 15, 10, 30. 5 ones are 5, 3, 2, 6, 1, 2, 2, and then it will go with 2. So yeah, the LCM will come as, so 2 into 5 into 3, right? These factors. So you will get 30. So 30 is coming as our LCM. LCM is 30. Now what we will do is, so we have 30, right? 4, we will take the first fraction. 4 by 5. Alright, so our aim is to make the this denominator same. That means we want to make the denominator as 30. So how can we get from 5, how can we make it 30? So 30 divided by 5. What is 30 divided by 5? 30 divided by 5 is 6, right? That means you can simply multiply it with 6 on both the parts. Now see what is happening. 5 times 6 is 30, right? 5 times 6 is 30 and 4 times 6 is 24. So we are getting the answer as 24 and 30. That means 4 by 5 is equal to 24 by 30. Alright, remember this. So we have already converted it and we have made the denominator as 30. Next one. 8 by 15. Right? There is another way also you can think. So we have the LCM as 30. So simply divide this 30 and 15. Divide 30 by 15. That means 30 divided by 15. This denominator. So you will get the answer as 2. That means we have to multiply on both the sides by 2. That means 8 into 2 as well as 15 by 2. So you will get 16 by 30. Okay. So for 8 by 15 we got the answer as 16 by 30. This gave us 24 by 30. See, now all the denominators are becoming same and that is our objective, right? That's what we want to do. Now, 7 by 10. So take the LCM 30 and what is the denominator? 10. So simply divide this LCM by this 10. So you will get 3. Okay. Now you multiply both the numerator and denominator by 3. So 7 into 3 divided by 10 into 3. What will you get? 21 by 30. So this has been converted into 21 by 30. 7 by 10 is 21 by 30. Okay. Next. Time for the last one. Last one is what? Okay, so 17 by 30. Our LCM is 30. Here the denominator is already 30. So 30 divided by 30 is going to give us 1. That means we have to multiply both the numerator as well as the denominator by 1. You will get the answer as 17 by 30 only. Right? 17 by 30 only. Okay, now all the denominators are same and that is the reason why we can now arrange them in descending order. Okay. So in descending order, just look at the numerators now. Which one is the greatest one? So you can see that the greatest one is 24, right? So 24 by 30. And then we have 21 by 30. Then we have 17 by 30. And then we have 16 by 30. That means what? 24 by 30 means 4 by 5. 21 by 30 means 7 by 10. 17 by 30 means the fraction is already given as 17 by 30 and 16 by 30 means 8 by 15. See, this is how we have arranged all the fractions in descending order. So simply find out the LCM, divide the LCM with the individual denominators. Whatever answer you will get as quotient, multiply that quotient with both the numerator and denominator. Then you can, simply arrange it. So what have we learned today? We learned about the meaning of fractions, numerators and denominators, about the types of fractions, proper and improper fractions, as well as equivalent fractions. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any doubt, make sure to write your doubts in the comment section below so that we can solve them for you. And subscribe to our channel. Hit on the bell icon. Make sure to share our video among friends and family so that we all can come together and learn together. Tata, bye bye. See you next time. Take care.